everyone, we're back! After spending 5 hours trying to get through this stage, Jared's not really good at this game. So,
wow.
I'm kidding. It only took an hour.
Yeah.
Plus, travel to the market to get some comfort food.
Yeah.
We're American. Anyway, so what's this guy? Iceman?
Iceman.
It's Ice Climber. And he's weak against electricity. Well, for some weird, really weird reason. Boom, he died.
Oh, bollocks!
And so did you!
Thank God, at least we're right here, though. I forgot that they did it like that in the first one, where you had to get the... Because every other game after this one, I guess, they made it so that you just got the power immediately.
Oh, okay.
And didn't do... I guess there was a lot of people dying at this point, like I just did.
Bump, 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 bump. Let's see you take him down.
Yay! Nice power get.
Very good. Now
Okay.
that's one stage done.
Yep.
What's next on our agenda? I forgot what order.
Heat Man or Flame Man or
Right,
whatever.
right, yeah.
Fireman, that's what he's called, Fireman.
Fireman!
The least effective fireman ever, because he fights fire with fire.
Yeah, face
And
the
why
policeman.
why can't I? Okay, what? Okay. That was weird.
Whoa!
To get to him, I had to, like, go right constantly.
I didn't even notice. Little seizure warning right there with the strobing.
Yeah, it does that. It's...
NES games back then had it. Heck, if I remember correctly, Legend of Zelda 2, Legend Link, whatever you call it, whenever he dies, they have that weird stroby thing.
Oh, you're right, they did.
You ever had that affliction?
Like...
Like strobing making you want to go, ugh?
No, actually.
Yeah, same here. I mean, I see strobe lights, I'm like, yeah, okay.
Which is good. I mean, at least, you know, there's that less chance of seizures, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's the thing though, but it's like, how often would they even cause... Like, what's the ratio of people who see it to get a seizure from that?
To be honest, I have no idea.
Seems very little.
Forgot about his little bullshit flames.
Then again, no one I know ever had a seizure.
Right, same.
Because we grew up with technology, so I don't know.
Man, that,
That's a
Were
troll.
you seeing the health bar freak out when I was moving?
Oh yeah, no.
I thought, you know, when I've seen people play this before, I thought that was just like maybe
Like,
they're...
look at the power things. It was like freaking out on the chip. I don't know if the capture got that, but oh, we're seeing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a port thing.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, those things remind me of the Eggman things from Marble Zone. Not Marble Zone, the stage in Sonic 3. The final stage before you face the lifting off Eggman ship. Remember that one with the pipes? And the sirens, when you pass it by, the birds come down. Go like,
oh yeah, the siren birds, yeah.
yes.
That was annoying.
I remember watching Screw Attack's version of Wily vs. Dr. Robotnik.
How was that?
I mean, I often don't agree. Okay, so...
Okay.
I feel a little weird talking about another you. Although technically they have
Dude,
their own
I keep
site.
I keep telling you.
Yeah, I
it's
know,
fine.
I know. But I'm just saying, it's like I've seen most of theirs, and I usually skip all the
Are you kidding me? Yeah.
analyzing and just go straight to like the stupid fights they made.
Yeah.
But when I saw the Wily and the Eggman one or Robotnik, pretty much they kept throwing each other's like whatevers at each other, and they were pretty head to head. And then Metal Sonic came into play and kind of owned Wily for a while. But then some obscure little plot device that Wily did at one point where he had some kind of robot taking over virus. Took over Metal Sonic, and then Metal Sonic started to fuse with everything, which I don't remember him ever doing. But then again, I watched the movie, I didn't play the game. And then he beat Robotnik, but then turned on Wily. So they both died. But I don't know if they said technically Wily won.
I think that's the Sigma virus.
Yeah.
Because in the canon of like Mega Man X,
Eh.
the whole reason shit went bad for them, because Wily's long since dead.
Right.
The thing that went bad for them is that...
Wait, can you slide in this?
I've been trying. It hasn't
Okay.
been letting me.
I was like, this seems kind of bad. But anyway, you were saying? Like Wily's been dead.
All right. So yeah, in the canon of the frickin' Mega Man X story, Wily's been dead for frickin' ever. Of course. And
Medusa heads.
they look
Castlevania reference.
Oh yeah, you're right. Shit. Forgot about
I wonder
those.
which came first, Mega Man or Castlevania?
We have the technology. You could look it up if you really wanted to.
I'm too lazy.
I don't blame you.
Technology. Well, whatever. Yeah, Wily had some kind of virus that turned good robots bad. Whatever. Now, if I may say though, I actually had this crossover discussions with Mark, and I'm a major fan of crossovers because I like the idea of how one character from a completely different universe interacts with another. But Mark brought up a really interesting point, and I believe it's a good point, about why everyone pinning these crossover things are way too assumptional. That's not a word, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Where he brought up a really good point where he said, and I kind of thought this too in my own creations, is that each universe has its own... Wow, that was weird.
Yeah, I saw that.
Each universe has their own set of physics and laws of nature.
Yeah.
That if you try to put two characters from two completely different universes together to pin them against each other like that, the laws of physics of one world might not necessarily aid or hinder one character versus the other.
Right.
I mean,
that makes sense.
And I always thought that was very much true. And plus for me, I don't like the whole idea where it's like, okay, so that's what Screw Attack does. They just take the quote-unquote statistics. Like I remember the He-Man one. Ugh. Hated that one. But anyway, they said like, okay, well this character can lift such and such numbers, put that into tons reference or grams, and you get like a big obscure number that is calculable. That's not a word, but you know what I mean. Quote of the day. Ooh, kick his butt. Kick his butt. Wow, what a cheap bastard. And
God damn it!
yeah.
Oh. Okay. Okay. At least, you know, it wasn't that bullshit with the platforms. Let's do this. I can finish this, I think.
I know you can.
No, I think I can finish it within time, I mean.
Yeah, no, I believe that.
Because honestly, that was just the last second thing. Oh, crap.
You're doing a lot better this time.
Well, that's because Iceman stage I remember as being BS. I didn't remember why, but I do now.
Sorry, allow me to finish.
Yeah,
so, like, they come up with, like, these obscure numbers. Well, they're not obscure, there is some calculation to it, I acknowledge that. But then they just kind of purely base it off of, like, just the number per se.
Yeah.
And for me, what I think really drives a good crossover is more of the situation of why is it happening.
Right.
Because that's the thing I always hear about the Screw Attack is like, oh, they're just putting numbers against each other and they're just fighting each other for no reason. And I'm like, what about their moral code? What about their reasons for even doing this?
Yeah.
I mean, the Deadpool and Deadshot, was it Deadpool and Deadshot? I don't remember.
Are you talking about the two who are technically the clones of each other in each universe?
Kinda.
It's Deadpool and
Not Deadshot. It was a. God, I can't. He was Slade originally.
Yeah, he's Slade in Teen Titans.
Well, what was his name? His alias.
Deathstroke.
Deathstroke. That's it. That was an interesting fight, and with Deadpool, it's like, yeah, whatever. He just does things. But then they kind of do like the whole Goku versus Superman thing, which was a big thing.
Yeah, I remember that being a big thing.
I thought that ended in a tie, but apparently not. Because I remember watching the ending, and pretty much Superman went into like the sun and became like a yellow sage mode, whatever. And then Goku did something, and when they hit each other, there was just like nothing. And And I was like, what? But I think Goku ended up winning. Which honestly, I can kind of believe that. But the point is, some of these, like, pairings and crossover things like that, it's all fine and all to put, like, numbers to it. But without a good, logical situation of why they're there and why they must duke it out,
yeah,
there's no soul behind it. There's nothing at stake for me to care about it too much.
Yeah, I understand what you mean.
So, I'm actually trying to remember how I got to that conversation.
Is there a slide and I'm just not doing it right, or?
There's no hold down and attack, or?
Nah, not for this, no. There really isn't. That's stupid.
Because I'm looking at the rate of this, I'm like, how the hell are you supposed to walk through that?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
There, I just never figured it out when I used to play this. Which could be a thing.
What's an NES? There's only 2 buttons, technically. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, good point. A and B.
Is it down jump?
No, I've been doing that for... Ooh, okay, that was closer than I would have liked.
Huh.
Just running. You.
I will say one interesting crossover they had that I was kind of hoping one would win, but it made sense the other would, was Kratos versus, what's-his-face? Spawn. Because apparently the final blow... Okay, I remember what the crossover reason was. But anyway, the final blow is because, kind of like Ghost Rider, Spawn could make you succumb to all the sins you commit and kill you that way.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, with Kratos and his guilt of killing his family... Yeah, I can see that. I guess. But it doesn't really matter because Kratos keeps coming back from the dead.
No, he does.
Came back from Hades like 2 or 3 times.
Literally.
But yeah, no, back to the original crossover conundrum, which was Eggman and Wily.
Yeah.
I don't know, I personally...
Thank God I'm in the hallway. Okay.
I don't know enough about Wily per se to say how well he is, but I know at least the classic Sonic fairly well. And considering how vast the worlds he made, how big the egg carrier and intricate it is, and even design-wise, like if I'm looking at this hallway right now, it looks like a typical pattern.
Okay, so I'm just gonna die because there's no way I can be in with one sliver.
How many?
It takes like 5 or 6 shots to kill him.
No, I mean how many lives do you have?
Enough
Okay.
that I can do it.
Alright, cool. Anyway, if you compare the technology of Wily versus Eggman,
Yeah.
I mean, Eggman at one point had an entire city.
Yeah.
And again, I don't know Wily's backstory too much, but he's had a mountain and a fortress, but never a city, as far as I can tell.
Well, I believe in the canon for Megaman, whenever Megaman shows up and defeats Wily, the castle gets abandoned. Only because he builds that entire thing.
Yeah.
Every single time.
And the other thing that I have a problem with Mega Man 2, and I guess this lies into Sonic 2, is if you're gonna put Wily versus Eggman, you gotta ask yourself, well, which canon...
Oi, why did he turn around, idiot?
Oh, whatever, he's dead.
Yep.
It lands on you and then the screen explodes.
Yay!
You disappeared, I think. Yeah, you did. This capture's like, I don't know what I'm looking at.
Right, so just finish your story.
I will. I'm just saying, depending on which canon of Eggman and Wily you choose, you gotta use all the parameters of like what skills and what abilities they had within that storyline. Right. Because you're not gonna tell me, say, oh, this Mega Man, the Wily in this one is the same exact one in like Network or...
Oh, no,
X
no.
or...
Each different story has a different Wily, technically. Kinda.
Yeah, so...
Kinda like I was saying, the virus thing is called the Sigma virus because in the future, the robots are fine, but when they wake Zero up, he has the virus on him or in him, and he ends up accidentally infecting a robot named Sigma, who then decides to take over, and he technically becomes the Wily of that universe because he starts doing all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah, and Eggman, I mean, there's only been a couple reimaginings of Sonic.
Yeah.
But more or less, he kind of has a higher consistency rate.
Right.
At least with the Genesis stuff, too, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was fun. You got how many of them did you complete?
4.
Oh, okay. The blackout means you claimed them.
Yes.
So wow, we only have 2 more to go. Cool.
2 more and Wily.
Oh, 3.
And
Cool.
that will be next time.
To be
Next time,
continued.
Bomb Man, and then a bunch of other people. To be continued, everybody.
Bye.